who's in entertainment industry politics?
Oh, I put that. It was just another video I wanted to get your guys' opinion on about just like how much, and this is some of the stuff I be saying about traditional media and especially for comedy. And this is why I feel like a lot of people are going to the internet, because it's like, no matter what you do, it's not up to you. This is Godfrey.
The GOAT.
Really solid comedian.
So this is what he said.
Hey, did you audition for SNL? 98. Did you say 4 characters, 4 impersonations? I did 5. I got a standing ovation, and I never got chosen. I didn't even make it to the second round. Really? Didn't know why. But think about it. You think you might be the next Eddie Murphy? Yeah. Even my managers were like, oh, we didn't know you were going to do that well. Then I didn't get a call back. Nothing. Daryl Hammond comes up to me at the cellar. Hey, Godfrey, man, I've been wanting to talk to you for a minute, you know? Yeah, I wanted to give you some closure on, remember when you auditioned for SNL in 98 at the comedy show? I said, yeah. I was sitting right next to Lauren Michael when you did that standing over, blah, blah. He goes, you were a no-brainer. But they didn't want to see that shit. They didn't want to see you take over like Eddie. He said, I'm being honest with you as a straight white male who's been on there for a long time. They didn't want to see that happen again. Did you?
That hurts my soul to my core, bro. If you know who Godfrey is,
So underrated.
oh man, he could have been him like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talented enough to be him like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. That makes me sick. I'm gonna go get some water. Cool.
And that's the thing that I hate about entertainment industry, where it's like, especially if you're doing traditional, it's not your choice. And that's why I liken the entertainment industry to the sports industry, where it's like being a artist or a comedian or something is like being a basketball player, where it's like, it doesn't matter if you are the most skilled. It doesn't matter if technically you are the best on the team. If you are in the wrong situation, you're not going to play. I remember, can't remember who was talking about it, but someone was talking about Bones Highland recently.
Sure, yeah.
Yep.
And so I guess after practices, they play one-on-one a lot. And Bones like smokes everyone in one-on-one. And one of the coaches was like, man, that guy can score the ball. And then I can't remember who he was talking to. And that person was like, yo, you see, this is how the politics of the NBA is. If you're in a bad situation, it doesn't matter how good you are. Because think about it. He was on Denver. You're not playing over Jamal Murray. Then he went to the Clippers. You're not playing over James Harden. Now he's on the Timberwolves. You're not playing over Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
So no matter how good you are, you're in that position of the guy that we gave our whole bag to. We have to play them. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Whose was this, sorry?
Bones Highland.
I agree with you in general, but Bones Highland is trash. But I agree. I agree with you though.
I feel like a lot
He's
of
a
people,
good one-on-one player that doesn't know how to play.
I feel like it's a
5-on-5.
lot of situations.
But
But
I
anyways,
get it,
for entertainment, yeah, I think that sucks, bro. Because I think that happens a lot more than people think.
Yeah.
You could do amazing, but it's like,
if it's not what we're going for, if we already have it's like applying for a job.
Money ain't
They will
everything.
open up
It's
a
timing.
job, and I've seen this happen. They will open up a job, you know, in a thing, whatever, open up to the public, 300 applicants, blah, blah, blah. But they already had someone in mind.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This maybe whether it's internal person or it's a referral, you could be the most qualified person. But if we already had someone in mind, we might interview just to see.
Yeah.
But
That's like
you still weren't set up for success.
that's like trying to make a college basketball team
What do you
as a
mean?
walk-on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The team
like
is
a
set.
good like a
The
like
team
a
is
top
already
16 like a
set,
tournament team.
You're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to Duke trying to make the team as a walk-on.
I always thought that they didn't have tryouts. Like it was
No,
just
they have
literally
tryouts.
your 15 guys that you
They
recruit.
have-
Nobody ever makes
There's
it.
tryouts, but no one, like, you're not making the team, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
Unless
that
you're
type
like a
of
7-foot.
I'm trying to think of other things that are like that because that sucks when shit is
sports,
predetermined, but you still
entertainment,
gotta
It's like that.
work.
Like almost any time you have to put your fate in the hands of like
Someone else.
approving something or a critic or whatever. It's usually there's always some internal. Even like my job now, when we like pitch for new work, a lot of times we might have done amazing, but there was already the VP knows someone at this agency, so they gave them a good look, or the C. You know what I'm saying? There's always internal politics.
I mean, this podcast, we start this podcast 2023, 2024, not in summer 2020 when everything is, and everybody already has their own fucking podcast. Like, timing is everything. May not be the same thing, right?
That's true.
The reception.
What do you guys think is like the industry that's like the purest meritocracy? So like the people who win, they win based on merit the most.
I don't know if there is one.
I don't know if there's one.
I think the closest that I could think of is track and field.
Oh, for sports or just any entertainment sports?
And even in track and field, I can make the argument since I'm a track man now. I've been watching. Even to get in,
Why'd you do that?
I said that for time. Stop it.
Chill. Yeah,
From the Olympics, I said I've been on track.
He's been getting into it.
certain like meets, like you can't just go to any meet. So to get in the best meets, you kind of have to, you might have to know somebody. You might have to know someone to get in the best meet. It's definitely more possible.
Get in the best meet? Oh, I see you're pausing.
Yeah, but you're childish, bro.
Yeah,
but
but once you're in there,
No. I feel you though, but to get once you're in that heat, it's tough to get in that heat.
Just in terms of winning and losing. Yeah.
For sure. But the way you get there is just by beating records. You could beat the record at a random high school.
Yeah.
It's an objective record that's standardized across the whole country.
Yeah.
So they're gonna introduce you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Then they're gonna go from locals to regionals to state to provincial to
yeah.
The question you're almost asking is, which is it hardest to fake it?
Yeah, basically.
Which has the least amount of politics? Because you can politic your way onto a basketball team, like track and field. I hear what you're saying. It's like literally you just gotta cross that line before everybody else.
Anything
it has
without
to be tracked though, unless you guys can think of something more.
For entertainment and arts,
anything without a ref.
I think stand-up comedy is the most.
No. It used to be. You know why?
You can't be you can't get up on a stage and be a stand-up comic if you're not funny.
I agree, but it used to be.
You can't TikTok. You could crowd work TikTok your way through it now, and that just happened.
Okay.
But it's the opposite is possible though.
Real quick. Back in the days, I would agree with you. 20 years ago, and I'd want to see why you guys disagree. I don't understand why you
maybe
would.
TikTok now,
but
for that reason.
Because before you'd have to build your name on the stage, and you have to rock it in front of strangers that don't know you, and then convince them you're nice, and then you build your name up, and then other comedians know you, then they put you on, and
the
blah,
only
blah,
way you
blah.
can practice is getting up there
But
and doing it.
now you could develop a fan base online, and then these people online come to your shows and laugh at anything you say.
Some Matt Wright shit. Yeah, some Matt
It's
Wright
a
shit.
little different. But back in the days, I would agree.
Yeah.
Number one.
But even back in the day, you would have been funny, but you would have been hit. Like, God, he was hit with a glass ceiling. Like, yes,
yeah, that's for his acting.
That's SNL sketch comedy and TV, right?
But I feel like even for
stand-up comedy
stand-up specifically.
But I think even for stand-up though, whoever
But didn't Chappelle go through the same thing with politics and stand-up?
Ain't Chappelle with Chappelle.
In stand-up, not really.
But I think for stand-up though, because I feel like you have to get put on a show though to even get on the stage to prove yourself. So if the person who owns this comedy club doesn't like you, you're not getting on the show.
That is true.
So you're still not going to be able to.
There's some gatekeepers.
You could get blackballed from. If you're a New York comic and you get blackballed from every comedy club in New York, you're not doing anything.
I'm forgetting what her name is, but I think something Shore.
Who?
Jersey?
Minzy Shore.
Did you say Jersey?
Mindy?
Not Jersey Shore. Minzy Shore, I believe. She works at one of these LA comedy clubs. And she's one of the biggest gatekeepers when it comes to stand-up comedy.
Jeez,
she's the one that brings people up. Joe Rogan was like beefing with her for like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Like, so yeah,
That's
you're
another
right.
gatekeeper.
And yeah, now Joe Rogan's one of them when
He
it comes
cultivated
to
that whole Austin scene, right? The Texas stand-up comedy.
Did he?
that new scene. All right.
That makes you.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that just makes me it makes me sad, yo, because it's like
Why?
this whole world is politics.
Should be
yo.
right place,
Yeah.
right
That's
time.
essentially how I got this job, realistically. I would have never known about this job unless I knew Clyde.
Yeah, if you ain't work for the Vulture, nobody's here, man.
Facts.
Everything's about connections,
Yeah,
right?
everything is about
Facts.
connections, yo.
Everything.
And I noticed something too for the workforce. I guess you guys can
work at
speak to this
Cactus.
more. You guys who like work in corporate. So I was at a meeting today, and people were introducing themselves. I don't know if I just haven't had a regular job in a long time, But these people were saying their job titles, and I'm like, what the hell does that even mean?
Like, you didn't know what the titles meant?
Imagine like make it.
Or you're
it
like,
sounds
why are
like
you
fake.
telling me this?
No,
No,
it sounds like fake
sounds
job
like
titles.
fake.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm the junior
Yeah,
data
yes.
strategist analyst for the VP of this sect. What?
You're cooking.
Adding words to the
cooking.
title
You're
of what
absolutely
their job
right.
description is.
No, like their actual
Yeah.
job description. Like what do you do?
Trezor, you're cooking because 60%, maybe even 70% of these job titles are made up.
They're
and
not real.
They're not standardized.
At all.
Like what the hell is? There was like 5 people. They said there are 5 titles, and I had no idea what any of that meant.
Yeah.
That's
Is
so
there-
weird to me. And I feel like people are just making
Sorry?
jobs to put people in jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong about what you're saying. Like this,
Nothing.
you are 100% correct. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a man's.
They're inventing it
a
just
man's
to
niece needed a job, and they made a title for her.
It's what happened to the creative director role for big brands, right? You just take a big celebrity and they say that they're creative director and they don't fucking do anything. They're not
Yeah.
in meetings or anything like that. Like it's kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
You probably see a lot of this.
I work in a place. And honestly, like, and one thing about the corporate world is all politics. And I had to open my eyes to that maybe in the last like year or so. And there's people who, I'm going to be very honest, like working hard doesn't get you anywhere.
Thank you.
Working hard doesn't get you anywhere. It's about, I'm not just saying it's not plays a factor. Like,
There we
but
go.
working, like just head down working hard, you're
It's
not
not
moving
enough.
up the
Does not-
corporate
doesn't do
ladder.
shit.
It's not
You're
enough.
not.
No.
Head down, working hard, but visibility with the right people who are gonna make decisions about your salary and your titles is what's gonna get you places.
Yep.
And if you don't have that visibility, if you're not seeing people like, oh, if Zoe's name comes up, people don't know who that is, you're not going nowhere. And I've seen people drop like flies in the corporate world because they're working their ass off. When their name comes up, no one knows who the fuck you are. Because corporate entities are only getting bigger. They're hiring more people. So the pool of known faces is getting smaller. So if you are
gotta
not
play the
known
game.
when your name comes up in a room, or oh, Mucho did a great day today or thing today, but who the fuck is Mucho?
Yeah.
Word, you gotta play
What
the
that
game.
is said about you, you're cooked.
You gotta do
You
the,
are cooked.
You gotta do the extras, the intangibles, like you guys said. Like
They gave me a
if
similar
they're- if
feeling
they're
to the
going
Godfrey
out-
clip. Oh my god.
You're cooked. You gotta do the intangibles.
You
It's
have
a
to.
dog
If
eat
they're-
dog world, man.
If they're going out for drinks,
You have to go.
You
have
have
to
to
go.
go.
You
You have to go.
Yeah.
just so man's remember your face.
But even that, if they're going out for drinks and you have to go and there's 100 people in this room, you better find the person that you need to talk to, though.
Yeah.
You can't just go out for drinks and chill in the corner with the girl you work with every day. No, you got to go out for drinks and talk to someone who is higher level than you or whatever, or blah, 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 right?
Schmoozing.
But
Yeah.
it's not
That type
even
of stuff is
schmoozing. It's
crazy.
just,
Do you- have you done a lot of
to
this?
schmooze.
Yeah.
To get where you are and everything, do you feel like you've done a lot of this?
100%.
And it's like if you didn't work rooms and do all the like you would
110%.
Shit's difficult.
110%.
yeah, you gotta
have
Good for
to.
you. Good for you.
You have to, or you're literally not going to move up. And that's the name of the game.
You gotta tell that to our parents, yo. I feel like
Yeah,
it's,
they think 'cause
it's
they-
such
my
a
parents, no.
like it's
They
such a
just showed
different world.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wonder if when we become parents, I think the world is going to be closer than it was for them to us. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff that they learned and the way that they live, our lives are so different and it just doesn't apply to us. But they just think that we don't listen, but they can't comprehend that the world is different now. Because I remember I had an argument with my mom about this. Because my mom is one of those old school Jamaican women. If you work hard, save your money, you'll be successful, you'll be rich, you'll get a good job. I'm like, bro, that's not
No.
that's not gonna work. Working hard is not enough. If I work at Walmart, 'cause I feel like I've said this before. If I work at Walmart, I started as an entry level position at Walmart.
Yep.
No matter how hard I work, no matter how many hours I work, I will never be the CEO of Walmart.
Facts.
It's never going to happen. No matter what I do, I will never be the CEO of Walmart because there's so much politics, so much families already involved that
Yeah.
the CEO spot is probably filled 4 or 5 generations already.
Yeah.
And you think they're gonna let some random black guy just come in and be impossible?
Maybe John Wall.
I mean, I don't know how he got his job, but the owner or the CEO of Red Lobster is a young black guy.
Yeah.
And shout out to him. You know where I
And
went
he be
over
in
the
the
break?
commercials at Red Lobster. We believe in, like, yeah, he'd be out there,
Yeah.
face
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything.
And I feel like Red Lobster, yeah, it's good on them for doing that. But I also feel like Red Lobster is more of like I don't know if it's the right word, but like novelty brand. I feel like those are more the like cornerstone established.
Yeah, it's not a top 10 biggest company in
like
America.
big company like Google, Apple, Walmart, stuff like that.
Couple spots away for Red
Like
Lobster.
you ain't like, bro, stop it.
And honestly,
Shout out to Red Lobster though. I went over the break and got a seafood boil, and they used to never do boils. Like that was their whole thing.
Is
and
it good?
It's fire.
So then-
It's fire. Go get a seafood boil. Support Black brothers. Anyway,
So then what advice would you guys give to people then, like youngins coming up, where it's like, yo, if working hard isn't enough, like what do you do? Whether not just for corporate, but just in general, if you're in entertainment or if you're in corporate or if you're just trying to get farther in life, what should they do?
I think at least from what I've seen and what I can say is like, yes, obviously like do good work, work smart and hard. But when it comes to the two, work smarter, not harder. I also think now we're in an era where people aren't looking for compliance. A lot of people in my industry, I work in marketing, people are looking for the rule breaker, someone who can think a little bit differently. Like you're not really looking for someone who can, oh yeah, I can do this job and da-da-da, but like how do you want to evolve it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I feel like someone who complies with everything doesn't move up as someone who wants to test and poke and try different things and, evolve a craft or whatever. So I feel like a lot of people want to just comply and like, yeah, I'll do it.
Especially the younger ones.
Yeah, but like ask questions, you know what I mean? Question things but question it with a reason. Don't question it just because, but question it.
Like
and
push
then-
back.
Yeah, but push back in a way where it's like, I'm pushing back because I understand this, but I can see it like this. So how do we find the middle ground? And I'm like, show that you are an expert or you are very known in your craft. I would say that, but honestly, like you got to be visible. You have to be visible and you have to have people remember your name. Your name and your face anywhere you go. Make sure that you're memorable. Make sure you leave a lasting mark anywhere you go because working hard is not the way to get a promotion. They're not looking at the numbers of who made the most sales or whatever. Like they are, but if they don't know you, they don't really care.
Yeah. Don't be shy, heads down, clock in, clock out.
No. Unless you don't want to move up, sure. If you're happy where you are, yeah. But if you want to climb the corporate ladder or, get that audition place or whatever, like you got to make sure that your name is known before you even walk into that room.
A lot of black people in like white dominated workspaces, they're like, man, fuck this place. Yo.
For sure.
These people lame. Like I'm not gonna talk to them. Whatever. I'm here to do my work and go home.
Yep.
You're not going anywhere, brother.
Not at all.
you gotta drink the Kool-Aid to be able to.
I would say no, but it's not about drinking the Kool-Aid because one thing about I don't drink. I show up authentically as myself, but I know that I'm smart enough to do this job, and I know that I'm a unique person, and my name holds weight, and my
Drink the
work
Kool-Aid.
holds
Don't
weight.
let it make you gone.
But don't adjust yourself to this like fake, almost like trying to fit it. Because the corporate world doesn't even exist anymore. I wore this to work today.
Yeah.
The corporate world doesn't really even exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? Where you gotta like white collar and
I just say-
like it doesn't really
Not everyone could be Zoe.
valid.
true.
What do you mean though? Like no.
Not everybody who's navigating whatever their journey is and trying to accomplish their goals. Like the way that Zoe described, the way that she shows up to her job, like her authentic self, like she doesn't code switch or anything like that. That might be impossible for some people.
Certain
you know?
intangibles.
You got to play the game and kind of drink the Kool-Aid. Some people in order to accomplish some of these goals.
Yeah, I think certain people have like stronger stuff that help them in that field. That's why like I don't even know what Mucho does at his job, but I'm pretty sure that Mucho's really good with I'm pretty sure people love Mucho at his job. Like I'll just go out on a limb and say that because he has that type of personality and skill where he could just talk to anyone about foolishness for hours.
Yeah.
And I've seen him do it multiple times. I'm like, yo, I would never be able to do that. Like I just don't have that skill. And it is a skill. Like I think you can learn it, but if you just have it innately, it's so much easier for you to just move around.
Yeah.
I will say, like, just maybe a tangible thing that a lot of young people could get better at that's going to help you a lot is just get good at small talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Literally,
That is
just get good at
I'm
small talk.
terrible at small talk.
I need that for my job.
I can talk about a topic, but just like if we're just like sitting in a waiting room and it's just me and you here,
Yeah.
I might say hi. I'll say hi, but after the hi, it's over.
I always say like the conceptualization in your head shouldn't be hard work. It should be impact and needle moving. Be a needle mover. Like The last time you did something, how far has it moved since you touched it? You know, what have you done for me lately? Kind of
Leave an
you're saying.
impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like, okay, he's known as a hard worker. He knows he does this. Like, no, like the guy that things change when he does it.
Yeah,
you know?
when he comes in, he moves the needle.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
So
I
we
think
know who
that's
to
the best
call.
conceptualization for it.
Yeah.
So.
Networking is your best friend that you'll ever have, especially if you want to start your own stuff.
Yeah, facts.
For sure.
Yeah,
For me, I was like 26 and started my own business like at 24 and taking a big risk, not doing 9 to 5 ever again. The best thing I would ever say is like, if you are in the right room, speak to the right people, that would get you far no matter what kind of position you're in. I could have been the most shit photographer. But if I talk to the right person and ask them like, yo, let me take a quick picture like this, and they like it, I'm in their circle.
Now all of a sudden you're little baby's photographer.
Facts.
Yeah,
Just because
Facts.
that guy that you took a picture of happens to be his best
Shit
friend.
happened to my cousin.
And I'll
man.
be straight up, like I've
To
taken
your
niggas'
cousin?
jobs where like they
he's
were a great
Calvin Harris,
photographer,
man.
but I've taken their jobs just off of one conversation.
Your cousin is Calvin Harris?
he took pictures for the right people. Now he's on tour with Calvin Harris.
sorry.
Calvin Harris.
The
All I heard
photographer
was-
aspect.
All I heard was my
sorry.
cousin and Calvin Harris. I was like, what?
Just Lil Baby was the example. I was thinking
sorry,
that
yeah.
was what happened with my.
Sorry, continue.
Anyways, sorry.
And it's kind of unfair, but that's life. You know?
It is.
The biggest advice that I have is closed mouths don't get fed.
Yep.
Real.
Yeah.
Anything you do in life, closed mouths don't get fed. So,
They're not gonna just give it to you.
at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.